It was just another boring Saturday night. I was scrolling through the App Store, looking for something new to kill time, when I stumbled across a game called Charlie the Steak. The game had a simple premise. You play as a slice of steak named Charlie, and your goal is to cook, slice, and to serve him up in different recipes. The reviews were overwhelmingly positive, with people praising its quirky and dark humor and addictive gameplay. Intrigued, I downloaded it. At first, everything was as expected. Graphics were simple, but charming, and Charlie had a goofy, wide-eyed expression that made the whole thing feel lighthearted despite the dark concept. But as I played on, something felt off. The game started glitching in a strange way. Charlie's smile would occasionally falter. His eyes would widen in fear, and I could swear I heard a faint, distorted cry come from my phone. As I reached the end of the first level, a message popped up. "Help me." I blinked, thinking I had imagined it, but there it was again, flashing on the screen. I tried to ignore it and move on to the next level. This time, as I cooked Charlie in the frying pan, his screams grew louder and more desperate. His face twisted in agony, and his text dialogue turned into frantic pleas. "Please stop. It hurts. I don't want to die." No matter how much I tried to exit the game, it wouldn't let me. Every time I pressed the home button, the game reopened on its own, and Charlie's tortured scream echoed louder. His once cheerful face now looked depressed, his eyes hollow and bloodshot. I could see the pixelated steak charring, bits of him flaking away, but still, he begged, "Why won't you help me? Why won't you stop?" I kept trying to shut it down, but the game refused to close. My phone grew hot in my hands, as if the horror on the screen was seeping into reality. Then the screen glitched again, and a new message appeared. "I feel everything, every cut, every burn. I'm trapped in here forever." There's no way a mobile game could actually be sentient, right? It was just code and pixels on the screen. Yet the more I played, the more real Charlie's suffering seemed. His screams were no longer just sound effects, filled with raw, unending pain. His text dialogue became more frantic, more personalized. "You have to help me. Please, I can't take it anymore." Suddenly the screen went black, and I thought finally it was over. Then Charlie's face reappeared, close up, filling the entire screen. His eyes were wild with terror, and his voice no longer distorted, speaking clearly. "You can save me. You can set me free." "How?" I typed, my hands shaking. There was a long pause before the reply came. "We can switch places. Just say the words, and you'll be free of this game forever, and I'll be free." My heart pounded. It was crazy to even consider it, but the thought of leaving Charlie to suffer like this, to endure endless torment, it was too much. I couldn't live with myself. I didn't try to help. And maybe, just maybe, it was all just some elaborate prank, a clever twist to the game. I typed the words, "switch places." The screen flickered, and for a moment everything went dark. Then I felt a searing pain, like my skin was being scorched, my body sliced into pieces. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. I could only watch in horror as I realized where I was. I was inside the game, inside the pixelated body of Charlie the Steak. My phone now held by someone else. Some faceless, nameless player showed on my own face, twisted in agony, begging for release. The game began anew, and the first message popped up on the screen. "Help me."